In this video I convert some Primaris Ultramarines. Hello, this is Craig from bitsbox.co.uk. In this video I'm going to convert up some Primaris Ultramarines. This was a suggestion sent in a little while ago now by Nash, who says, "Hey, I was wondering if you could try and make some unique Ultramarines characters using a mix of both upgrade sets. Thanks a ton for reading." So that is exactly what I'm going to do here. We have the Primaris upgrade set and the regular Ultramarines upgrade set. And I'm going to take some of the Snap Fit Marines and make them into Primaris Sergeants. So that's going to be very cool. I hope you guys will enjoy that. Before I begin, just want to give a big congratulations to Mike Bradley on our Patreon, who won himself a Great Unclean One miniature. That will be on its way to you very soon. This month we're having another giveaway, and it's going to be for a Start Collecting box of your choice. So, as always, just hop onto our Patreon down below if you want to be in with a chance of winning that. Anyone under $10 or higher pledges will be entered into all our competitions. And of course there's different rewards on top of that as well for all the different levels. So yeah, check that out below if you're interested in winning a Start Collecting box, and maybe you can boost an existing army or start a new one. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into this conversion video. Okay, so here are our Space Marines. Here are the bases for our Ultramarines. I'm going to be using the Snap Fit guys for the intercessors, as I've just got a spare sprue lying around. But why not use them for this tutorial? And the blue, and we're doing Ultramarines, so it all works well. Now, as per the request, we're using the Primaris Ultramarines upgrade and the regular Ultramarines upgrade. And if I can find my scissors, I shall open them, and they're behind me here. So we'll get these sprues open. Now, I haven't planned beforehand what exactly I'm going to do here, what bits I'm going to use, etc. Just going to wing it as I go along. But I am only going to use the bits from these sprues, so there's some options, not a massive variety, but there are some. Now, one thing I do want to do is try to utilise this piece here, because one thing I don't like about the Primaris, and it is certainly one of my biggest pet hates with Primaris, is just the lack of variety. They all have the same torso, the same backpack, and yeah, no, it's boring. It's boring. Let's put it that way. They're so uniform. Not even the sergeants have different body fronts. And of course, I know with regular tactical marines, there's different armor marks and stuff like that. So you sort of mix and match, give them that sort of variety. But even so, I'd like to see a bit more of Primaris. And I'm sure as they evolve over the years, we will start to see that. But as it is now, they're just boring. Trying to put it nicely, but that's literally the only way I can really put it. So, will this torso fit? I don't know, is the honest answer. But luckily with these, we have the torso backs. So, what I'm thinking is to try and fix that torso front to a torso back. So I'm going to get them cut off the sprue and see what we can do. Okay, so obviously there is a size difference, of course, but I think we can get away with it. Now, the belt sort of lines up down here, but that doesn't look too bad at the top. Now, you have to bear in mind all these little gaps and stuff are going to be covered up by arms, heads, etc. Shoulder pads. So I think if we just get this little bit just filed down just a smidge, then we can glue that onto there, and I think the rest of the pieces will hide up any sort of mismatching what's going on. So that is exactly what I'm going to do, and again, as prepared as always, my file is somewhere behind me. I apologise, my chair is always so squeaky. My file is only here, but so yeah. Now I can't remember if the plastic intercessors, I think they have body fronts and backs separate, don't they? It's been a while since I've built them. So yeah, we'll file this down and sort of dry fit it on as we go. That's not actually too bad. That's quite good actually. So let's get that glued in place. And of course, the glue is behind me. Yeah, I sit down and I'm so eager to do these videos that I don't actually prepare myself as well as I should. But everything's on the desk behind me, so it's cool. I basically have my main desk I work from, and then a separate desk where I do the filming and my airbrushing. Just for those of you who are curious to know why I just have everything behind me. So obviously it's not going to be a perfect connection there. So just put glue anywhere that you think there's going to be like connection points. And yes, this front torso is not as wide, but again, shoulder pads, arms, they cover all. So yeah, let's hope we can get the legs on, eh? So I'm going to let that dry. And I need to find out which body back I used on the sprue. So I used number 15. So naturally that goes with body 14. So we'll get body 14 cut off. So here is body 14. Of course we need to lose this top bit. So get our trusty clippers. That comes off. No problem at all. We're going to lose this belt. Sort of belt buckle. That's got to go. I'm hoping to keep these little bits here. That purity seal might not survive. I'm sure every Space Marine player has a lot of purity seals knocking about, so if you damage your purity seal you can always replace it. Now will this fit? I think we can make it fit. We can make it fit. You might want to actually glue this on here before you glue the front on, I don't know. And I'm really annoyed with this chair, it's really squeaking. I do want to get a new one. So, okay, we'll take that front off now. I should let it dry really, but... So yeah, that's going to glue on there like so. And then we can stick that on front. So yeah, that's going to work. I'll get gluing and then I'll be back. Okay, so here's how he is looking. And yeah, so the problems are facing. I had two. Number one was this purity seal. I've had to chop off the top. I'll probably fix it a little bit of green stuff. It's easy to do the top of the purity seal. Just do a blob of green stuff and then just poke a little hole in the middle. So I shall do that. And the second thing was this bit here. I've had to bend it forward a bit because it was just hitting the knee. Now if you want to be really pedantic, this would actually be better on a torso with the left leg forward rather than the right. It just doesn't look too great with it going that way with the right leg forward. It looks like he's just sort of getting tangled up in it a bit there, sort of in the way. But hey ho, I'm not going to be pedantic in this video. So next we're going to take a piece of the Primaris upgrade sprue. The torso was from the regular sprue, for those who want to keep up with what's what. And I'm going to take this little power sword, this quite small power sword, like a power knife. But we're going to take that anyway. And we're going to stick this on our guy. And we'll have it. Yeah, I don't like having weapons like that, as people know, especially with the right foot forward. If it's left foot forward, again, it'd work a bit better. So maybe we'll have it outstretched like that. Cool. Now, one thing I've noticed, which is a bit annoying, obviously using these snap fit ones, is that the shoulder pads are attached. So that's why I've chosen to use this arm on this guy, because we can stick our Ultramarine shoulder pad on him. And I think, if I remember correctly, they do go on the left. They do go on the left, don't they? So, because we've got to get this right. You can't have your Ultramarines symbol on the wrong shoulder pad. Space Marines are very strict how they mark themselves. So we're just going to get this bolt gun arm from the set. That can have the regular shoulder pad. And we can have it outstretched like so. I think that'd be okay. We could have it up a bit. Yeah, let's have it up a bit. We're going to have it up a bit. There we go. Yeah. Cool. So we have an abundance of heads. There's 7 in total between the 2 sprues. That's really cool. For me, there is only one winner, and that is this beautiful one here. I like that. Works better for a company champion, maybe. You could go old school with that one. It's quite nice. But I just love this head. I think it's very cool. The Primaris ones aren't too bad. You get a little Mark IV helmet with a Ultramarines U, a couple of bear heads, a bald one, and one with hair. They're okay. It's not a bad sprue. You mainly get it for shoulder pads and little accessories. And I think this little sheath would actually go really cool on this guy as well. So after this head is on, I think we'll add that, and we'll add a backpack. And I think that's given us a really cool looking sergeant. So hopefully this head will cover up this horrible little gap on top. We'll have one like that. Yeah, I'm liking this dude. I am liking this dude. We need a shoulder pad. Again, plenty to choose from. But I think I'm going to go with one of the ones from the regular sprue. Because these ones are just mainly just used. There's a U with a skull. And you got aggressor ones as well. But these ones are a bit more fancy on this sprue. So they're quite nice. I quite like the one that says McCrag underneath. So let's have that one. The name of his homeworld. And that's pretty cool. So we'll get that on. So next up is just a backpack. Again, just regular backpack. There is only one type of backpack that all Primaris Marines seem to have, especially the ones in the power armor. I guess it's still power armor, isn't it? And the other variations, such as the aggressors, the inceptors, they still have similar looking backpacks, just slightly different size. You don't really need glue if you're using the snap fit ones, but I'm going to put it in anyway. And the head doesn't like that much. This crest is a bit in the way, but if we put it up like that, that's better. This is why I like to put bits on before they dry. Sometimes a little better. And I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking, let's just change this camera. Bear with. And yeah, I'll be back from new angle. Hey, how's that? Bit more in your face. You can see him a bit better. Sorry, actually forgive me. I don't have a permanent setup here, so there's always changing between videos and such. But no, this is a bit better. So let's get the little doodad, the scabbard for his sword. Just these little details, they do make a difference, especially on your sergeants and that. It really helps make them stand out. And we'll just attach it to this bit here. So, sorry, I'm just my arms in the way. We'll put that on there like so. Now, I'm not sure if they attach stuff to these little bits of additional thigh armor, but this guy is. Or is he? I'm not sure if I like that too much. Would it be any good at the back? See, at the back, you just wouldn't see it. No, let's have it higher up. Let's have it higher. Let's have it more so it's going up towards his belt. Yeah, that's better. I'm liking that. We'll have that right up there. It's a bit fiddly, but I want it at a bit of an angle as well, because it wouldn't really be dead straight. We can use our file just to have it how we want. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, annoyingly, there's not really anything we can stick on the backpack, which is a bit of a shame. I would have liked to see like a little Ultramarine symbol we could put on now or something. Now, of course, there are ones from other kits that you could put on, so yeah, I would add a banner from maybe the command squad or something like that. I'm gonna have a root around in my own bits box and see what I can find. And here he is. I've added a banner from the Space Marine Command Squad set. I just quite like having banners on Sergeant's backpacks. I think it's something that GW has sort of phased out with Space Marines. You don't really see that in any of the newer kits these days. Certainly not for Primaris, but I like them. Really makes them stand out. You of course could put the little Ultramarines backpack symbol from the Command Squad as well, and that looked pretty cool. So yeah, it worked out a bit easier than I thought it would actually. I thought that the torso would be a bit more difficult to put on, but alas it's not, so that's good. Doesn't look too small, I don't think. I think it looks fine. My only concern is that little gap there in the arm, but of course that is not something that green stuff couldn't fix quite easily. I don't tend to do a lot of green stuff work on these videos, especially when it's just gap filling. You can use your imagination there. But I'm really happy with this guy actually. I think he looks really cool. I don't collect Ultramarines, but I would certainly be quite tempted to paint him up. Yeah, I really like him. I'll set the bar high on this video now for the next one. So yeah, let's see what we can come up with the next Space Marine. Okay, so for Space Marine number 2, I'm going to use some bits again from the Snap Fit Marine. So I've just put together, and this has only just been snap fit together. I haven't glued anything down, but we've got the Sergeant body from the Snap Fit Space Marines, and that will just fit nicely in there. So we can use that as a base for our Marine. This will be a bit more of a straightforward conversion. I also want to use just this bolt rifle arm. I'm not sure if this is the one that actually fits that arm. So what I'll do is I'll cut off the peg and we'll get that glued on. So if you've got a load of these Snap Fit Marines, don't be afraid to chop bits off them and do different poses and stuff. We'll have the gun up like that. Just file down the bit here where the little peg was, like so. Get yourself a nice flat surface, and you can just apply your glue and stick on the arm. So far, just pretty straightforward using the stuff from the box. It's going to be, I need to hold this down in place for a little while, I think. And then we can begin to add our little Ultramarine doodads and accessories and whatnots to him. So yeah, I'll just let that dry. I'm not 100% happy with it there, maybe like that. Again, as you guys know, I'm not really into someone just falls over. Not really that into people holding stuff up in the air. Yeah, I seem to do it more often than not. I mean, whilst I'm not a massive fan of the pose, for sergeants and stuff it does make them stand out a little bit more. I just find, I don't know, something about this one where the arm feels too close to the chest. See here. Okay, we'll have it down like that. The arm just seems quite close to the chest. I don't know if you guys know what I mean. I'd rather it be outstretched a bit. You're sort of holding it quite closely. Not a massive fan of that. So we'll have it like that. That's fine. I'll let that dry. And we'll move on to adding some other bits and pieces to him. So we can begin working on his left arm. I've got the pointing arm here. I've also got an Ultramarines Shoulder Pad. Yeah, that's focusing okay, isn't it? Yeah. And I'm going to cut off this little Ultramarines knife. I'd like to use the power sword, but unfortunately it's on the other hand. So I'll just use this little knife. Yeah, it's quite a nice power sword on there. This is just the regular set. It's quite cool. You might wish to use that yourself. But I'm just going to use this one. So yeah, we need to make that into the arm. So yeah, with the snap fit ones, the shoulder pad comes attached, so we need to completely chop that off. And yeah, just sort of try and be as neat as possible. I may get a saw on it. I think using your hobby saw always gives you that cleaner cut. It does take a bit, because of the thickness of the blade, it will take some of the plastic away, but yeah, it's going to be a tough one to get right in. But yeah, something like, I can get on camera, but sort of get it like that. I think GW do a little sort of hobby vice saw they used to that you could cut into. So yeah, I'm going to do this off camera so I can go on my cutting mat and not go into this backdrop. And we are left with this. Next up, we want to get rid of the hand, and we want to leave a little bit around the wrist, and don't want to focus on it, do you? But we just need to get rid of this point in the hand, so just with clippers this time, just very carefully. It might be best to sort of go a little bit higher than where we want and file it down, just trying to get it straight. There we go, that's got it. And that's actually come off quite clean as well. So the hand will go on there. Just a little bit of filing needed, but not much. Now when it comes to a shoulder pad, and this is one I've prepared earlier, I've filled it with milliput. So it gives us something to attach the arm to. So it's just a case of putting this together. I'm going to super glue this bit to a milliput rather than using plastic glue, as that will just stick to the milliput a little bit better than if you were to use plastic glue. So I'll get these 3 bits glued together and then I'll be back. Okay, so here is our arm. Looking pretty good. So next up it's a case of putting it on the actual miniature. Of course we need to get rid of this peg because that's not needed now, so again get rid of that. Give it a little file down. Like so. And again, super glue. That's for gluing on straight onto a milliput. And then just position it how you like. So we'll have it like that. So he's got a bit of a stance going on here. Okay, so next up, let's give him a head. And for me, the best bear head, because we're going to have a bear head on this guy because he has a helmet on his leg, so having 2 helmets would seem a bit strange. And the best one is this one from the Ultramarines, just a regular Ultramarines accessory sprue. I really like this head with the laurel around his head. Really cool, so we'll give him that. And we'll have him looking this way. So he's sort of holding a defensive stance almost. Okay, so the last thing to do is maybe just give him a little accessory or something. The Primaris set has some really cool little accessories. There's like shields and scrolls and grenades and stuff. Now with this one, he does have little bits already on the snap fit marine, as you can see at the front. So space is few and far between actually for accessories. He's well kitted out, but I do want to give him something, so I'm going to give him one of these seals, because we can put them anywhere, and I'm thinking maybe on his other shoulder pad. So the one with the little Ultramarine U at the top, we'll stick that on, and we'll have it on that shoulder pad, like so. Just give him something else just to make him stand out even more. Let's have a look. I'm quite picky when it comes to positioning these types of things. Something like that. Not massively happy with that. Maybe more so at the back. Of course, you should probably just dry fit these things when you do it. Now I'm thinking maybe the leg. Yeah, I'm going to stick on his leg. Didn't really like on the shoulder pad. And of course wipe the glue off. I'll have it on his leg. I've decided. They're so fiddly to work with. There we go. Ah, got off my finger. I'm sure you guys are enjoying that. I probably should have turned my phone volume down. You can see where the blue plastic's melting on the thing already. There we go. Let's use my file to position it. There we go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It just seemed too big for the shoulder pad. And at least with the leg, it gives you all that space, it can just sort of hang down. Pretty cool. I think, for him, that is as good as we're going to get. Of course, again, you can add a banner onto his back or something like that. Just quickly rummage in my box. I'm not going to add a banner for him, but if I've got anything else, I can add just quickly. I'm sure you guys are appreciating the sound of scratching through bits. I'll have a quick look and then we'll be back. Okay, so in the end I've just added the other little seal from the set, just on the back of his backpack like that. Didn't add nothing to the top. I was hoping I'd find a little Ultramarine symbol from the command squad, but I don't seem to have one. But it doesn't matter. Obviously, you Space Marine players kind of rummage through your own bits boxes and add all sorts of little trinkets and lovelies to your miniatures. But yeah, this is just obviously these videos are just a guide to give you guys some ideas what to do. I'm really happy with how the torso front especially came out on this one. I really want to show that off and showing that you can do it. So if you want to add different torso fronts to your Primaris Marines, you certainly can do it. And if you can get one of these little tabard things hanging down, it does cover up whatever gaps you're going to have underneath. So that's always quite handy. So yeah, this Ultramarines kit is very good. I really like the chapter upgrade kits, and they really do add a little bit of sort of character and flavour to your armies. It's a shame they don't do them for more chapters, but yeah, really cool. I really dig this guy. I'm really happy with how he's turned out. This one's pretty cool too. He'd certainly make a good sergeant for any intercessor squad, definitely. Whereas this guy looks more like a captain, but I still like him. Very cool. Yeah, really happy with these, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this little conversion video. I really enjoy doing them. I can't do them as frequently as I have been in the past now, obviously with the newborn. I'm sure you guys understand, but she's currently asleep whilst I film this, so that's always good. I'll try and fit in what I can when I can, certainly. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, then please do give it a thumbs up. Leave any comments below for any suggestions of conversion videos you'd like to see on this channel. Of course, this was a viewer's question, which I have eventually got round to answering them. And yeah, you can also check out our Patreon if you haven't done so already. We're currently giving away a Start Collecting box of your choice for the month of March. So if you're on the $10 or higher pledge during March, whether you sign up or you're an existing patron, you'll be entered into the draw for that, as well as all manner of other goodies that we give away and such on our Patreon. So yeah, the link is down below, and the subscribe button's down below if you haven't hit that yet. And yeah, you can check us out on all our social networks too. So all what's left to say is thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again in the next video.